The one word that I would use to describe Gossamer is
delicate,
visual,
Love.
imaginary, with a question mark. Our dreams and our daytime experience, don't we feel both of them about the same? Exactly right. Even when we bestow dreams, we get very, very close, but we never touch them.
But only for fear of waking them.
Hi, I'm Natasha, and basically I'm the girl on the outside looking in at a new play OCT is adapting called Gossamer. These actors are basically like guinea pigs. It's a chance for OCT to try their minor adjustments and embellishments to the play and put it to the test.
Stage readings are important because sometimes in the past I've seen new works where they only do one reading and say, we're done. It is wrong for artists to assume that it's right the first time and it's never going to get better. It can't possibly get better. Well, obviously they're making plans for this to be right.
Now, I get the actors' reactions after experiencing a small taste of what the real play is going to be like.
You really need to hear it, to get a sense of what it really is. Well, I think it gives the playwright an opportunity to see what doesn't work.
I could just call her. What's her name? Mrs. Blumenthal. I could call Mrs. Blumenthal and say no, that I've changed my mind. Well, it wouldn't really be changing my mind. I told her I'd take a little girl. That's all I agreed to. I could tell her I'm not up to having a boy.
What interests me about the play most is probably the voice that I can hear Lois Lowry's voice in the stage direction. This playwright actually wrote the book, so I think she's been very intimate with the whole workings of everything.
In Gossamer, the story resides more along the surface and the emotional development of the characters. OCT must decide the ideas they want to present in order to express a certain theme in the play.
I just know the 4-year-old parents will go, the little boy's got a broken arm.
Yeah.
My child doesn't need to know about child abuse.
Yeah,
I don't abuse.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with you. I don't think there's anything horrible in this at all. But I do know our audiences and how protective they get. So I wanna think about who we really want to ask.
And I definitely don't think we should take any away, because that's really what makes the story hard-hitting for any age to appreciate.
So none of that should be cut.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's probably going to be hard for a younger audience to understand why the boy is feeling the way he does. He takes a lot of personal responsibility for the fact that he's been abused.
He was bad.
Who was bad? His father?
Well, the boy's stupid.
But
He had just had his bath, and he was running around the house naked. He was real little. I think he was 3.
that doesn't sound bad. It sounds very sweet.
Shut up!
John? What's wrong?
He was running around the house with no clothes on, and he peed on the floor, like a dog. Like a stupid dog. It was bad. His father rubbed his face in it because that's what you do with dogs.
John!
I said shut up!
I think coming home in the car, a family having seen this, would be talking about how all of our lives, including the lives of children, are made up of both good and bad things. All of those memories combine to become part of us, and the story of our lives is a collection of all those parts that we've been through.
Then, I talked to Madeline, another YP conscientious of the content that the production had to offer. Like many others, Madeline felt it vital to address the abuse issue throughout the play.
Okay, well, I put together a questionnaire for some kids at my school to put their input and their thoughts about child abuse.
Who should they be talking to when they're in middle school? We don't need to answer this today. This is all stuff for you to think about. What are their resources in middle school that if they have this going on in their life, what would you do? I mean, who would you go to? We always say, a teacher you trust or a counselor and stuff like that, but what are the real resources in middle school?
And I noticed that a lot of kids thought that they wouldn't necessarily go to adults if they were having child abuse problems. They'd go to their friends. not one person ever said that they'd go to a counselor. So that got me thinking maybe we need to create resources for these kids to go to if they need to. And through this apprenticeship and this stage reading, we can get that out there.
What's its name?
Ask it.
Who are you?
We can hear its voice, clear, silvery as it says its name, New Littlest. And the words are accompanied by a tinkling fragment of music.
Who am I now?
Gossamer.
The end.
Overall, the stage reading went very well. The audience laughed when they were supposed to and gave positive and negative feedback from their perspective.